Hey, welcome back to At Your Leisure, everybody. I'm Scott Huntsman. Hey, it's a beautiful day today in the fall, but this is a painful day for me. This is the day I have to put away my probably funnest toy, any of them I have, is my boat. And we need to get the boat ready for a long winter's nap. Now, there's a half a dozen ways to do this, but I'm gonna show you my way and the way that I do it. So a boat like this, it's about 14 years old, is gonna go for another 14 years easy without any problems because we winterize it correctly with all the coolers and pumps and extra kind of coolers that these things are equipped with now. There's a certain way that I do it just to safeguard that. So, hey, let's get started with this. I've got a handful of products here. We're gonna show you each one of them. We'll get going with this and let's get her winterized. So before I get started really doing a lot of the winterization, there is one thing that I check that's important. One thing that can be a concern is you can get water into the oil at the bottom of the outdrive, and if it were to freeze, then that's gonna crack this case. So I remove the bottom drain plug. I'm gonna lose a slight bit of oil. In this case, I'm okay. Oil only. I have no water in the outdrive oil. That's a good thing, but I wouldn't know it until I check. Now I'm gonna run the engine to get it up to temperature, but before I do that, I'm gonna add my best friend right here to gasoline that's gonna be sitting for a while. That's stabilizer for the fuel. I want it to mix in and get into the fuel injection system of the engine, so running it for about 10 minutes with the hose is gonna do that for me. Let's get this product in here and literally just pour it in. Okay, we've been running the engine with the hose and with the rabbit ears about 10 minutes, get it up to temperature, get that fuel stabilizer worked in. The thermostat is now open. The engine temperature is at 175. That's where we want it so that it now is going to flow the coolant and the lake water through all the coolers, the oil coolers, the power steering cooler, etc. While that thermostat is open, we're gonna work quickly. I've rigged up a nice piece of hose with the male hose end and a funnel with the rabbit ears. I can then get the RV antifreeze in. It's gonna pump that through all those coolers, and that's how we're gonna protect all those elements. My lovely, beautiful wife, Tanya's inside. She's gonna be working the key for me. Start it up. Okay, you can shut off. Last step with the engine. I'm gonna run a fogging oil into the intake manifold. This just gives it a treatment so when it sits all winter and the moisture that may build inside the intake manifold isn't going to rust any parts because we're going to have them fogged. That's the reason for fogging. So again, I'll have Tanya start the engine. A little bit of spray, just lightly, doesn't take much. And just like that, I've got it fogged. The last step is I'm gonna pull the plugs that are gonna drain the block and the exhaust manifolds. I always store it with all the fluids full. So the engine oil, the power steering, and the outdrive oil are all gonna be full and topped off if I need to. I don't wanna leave anything low. All right, guys. Hey, we're all done with this. Before I wrapped it up, I checked the batteries, make sure the electrolyte level is up and that the batteries are well charged. A well-charged battery won't freeze. I don't take mine out because the battery goes inside a garage. If you keep it outside, you can either leave them there if they're well charged and maintained, or just pull them out and put them on some wood, a block of wood, and keep a trickle charger on them. Anyway, they last for a long time. These are 14 years old. 14 years on original batteries in this boat is because I take care of them. Hey, I'm gonna have to somehow take care of my sorrows from putting away one of my favorite toys. So, you know, I'll figure out how to do that, but I'm Scott Huntsman. More At Your Leisure in a moment.